Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, told Daily Trust in an exclusive interview on Thursday that 3 serving state governors are being monitored over their moves to launder stashed billions of naira through table payments of salaries to workers. Now, he said raids on bureau de change operators will be sustained, urging Nigerians to support the system for the benefit of all. Right now in the studio, we have Daily Trust political editor who conducted the interview, Ismail Mudashir, joining us now in the studio. Good morning and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for hosting me.
Well, it seems like it's the only Daily Trust, that had that exclusive interview. How did that report come about?
Yes, we are the only platform that have the story. During our review meeting yesterday, while discussing the tension arising from the federal government plan to redesign the NAIRA, 2 issues came up. One, we had a report from one of our top sources that a governor in the northern part of the country is planning to pay the state worker in cash through table payments. Then the second issue that came up, we were worried that despite the raids by the EFCC, NAIRA continued to lose its value while dollar is appreciating.
Right.
So a decision was taken that we should contact the EFCC. We should speak to the chairman of the commission, Mr. Abdurrashid Bawa. And when we called him, while discussing the raid, he told us that they have an intel, a very reliable one, that 3 governors are mulling the idea of paying their workers in cash in order to inject stashed funds into the economy, and thereby confirming the report we got from one of our sources. That was how we arrived at this exclusive story.
Okay, now according to your report, those 3 governors are from the north. Nigerians would actually like to know who these governors are and why their identities were not revealed.
The 2 of the 3 governors are from the northern part of the country, according to the EFCC chairman himself. The 3rd one is from the southern part.
Okay.
The EFCC chairman did not disclose the identity of the governors in order not to jeopardize their investigation. But from our own findings, even before we contacted the EFCC chairman, we have this intel that a governor in the northwest geopolitical zone is planning to pay the worker of the state in cash in order to inject the stash fund. So that's what I can tell you, that one of the governors in the north is in the northwest. The EFCC chairman told us that 2 of them are from the north and 1 is from the south, that part of the country. He refused to disclose the identity. But we, from our own findings, we discovered that one of the governors is from the northwest political zone, but we don't want to mention name. The commission is still conducting its investigation. We'll allow them to do it while we too are using our own sources to unravel the identity of the 3 governors.
Okay, now, apart from the governors, who else is the EFCC targeting?
According to the EFCC boss, everyone is under the radar of the commission, in as much as we are trying to inject stashed funds into the economy through the back door, even through any. But specifically speaking, the EFCC chairman told us that they are beaming their searchlights on real estate operators and the bureau de change, as well as bankers. A lot of people who have stashed funds at their disposal, they are using real estate to dispose of the fund. So the EFCC both say they are monitoring them, and as well monitoring those people who are buying forex, dollars especially, to store value and stash and dispose stash fund ahead of the January 21 deadline.
Okay. Now, despite the EFCC raids, it seems the Naira, is still losing value, and the exercise seems not to be, yielding results. What's the way forward?
2 things are responsible for the downside of the Naira. It's losing value. One, according to experts, the market is a function of demand and supply. If the demand is high and the supply is low, definitely the price will go down. The demand for dollar is high, why? The demand is high while the supply is low. So the dollar is going up, our NAIRA is going down. So that's it. And the commission is strategizing according to the EFCC boss to ensure that this thing is addressed.
Well, it seems like there's a lot of panic in the system. Where do you see this leading, us to?
No one can tell you until when the deadline elapses on January 31. Everybody is panicking, but the EFCC chairman in that interview conducted by Malam Idris told us that it was a phone interview, told us that there is no need for panic in as much as we are not trying to smuggle a starch fund. The windows are there from now till January 31. If you want to follow the appropriate channel, go to the bank, deposit your money, you can do that. So there is no cause for panicking, but as human beings, you are afraid that, okay, I have 500,000 naira, maybe before that January 31, the value maybe will be half or something like that. That's just the cause of the panic. But the EFCC chairman said no cause for alarm.
All right, well, thank you so much for sharing all that with us today on Daybreak this morning.
Thank you very much.
So that was Ismail Mudashir, his Daily Trust political editor.